question says, write down the smallest integer that satisfies 6x minus 1 greater than 31. So we know 6x minus 1 greater than 31. Move the 1 to the other side. So it's going to be 31 plus 1 now. So 6x is greater than 32. Now we divide both sides by 6. So we have x is greater than 32 over 6. Now 32 over 6 is 5.3 recurring. So it says smallest integer. So smallest integer that's going to be greater than 5.3 recurring is going to be x equals to 6. Because like we need the minimum value. The values are greater than 5.3, so it can be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on for integers. But since it's the smallest integer, so we say x equals to 6. Not x equals to 5 because x equals to 5 is less than 5.3. Then it says draw a segment. So you'll draw a line from the circumference, from one point on the circumference to the other. And this part is your segment. For a tangent, that's going to touch the circumference from the outside. That's your tangent. Then it says write 2.5 times 10 to the power 5 as an ordinary number. So that means we will move the decimal 5 places to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason why I'm moving it 5 places to the right is because the power of 10 is positive 5. Hence, we move it 5 places to the right, and that gives us 250,000. So we have 250,000. Then it says write 3.8 times 10 to the power of negative 3 as an ordinary number. Now, as you can see in this case, the power of 10 is negative, which means we will move the decimal 3 places to the left. So that's going to be 0.0038. Then it says find the length of the side RT. We have an angle, we have the length. So whenever we have right angle triangles and they've given us one of the lengths and an angle and they want us to find the remaining lengths, what we use is SOHCAHTOA. Now in SOHCAHTOA, the length on which the angle lies, that is always called your adjacent, and the other length becomes your opposite, and the diagonal is always the hypotenuse. So once again, the length on which the angle lies, that's the adjacent. The length opposite to the length is called the opposite, and the diagonal is always the hypotenuse. If I write the trig ratio, sine is the means sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Just put that. SOHCAHTOA. The ka means cos equals to adjacent over hypotenuse, and toa means tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent. So as you can see, we have the opposite and they want us to find the adjacent, and we have the angle. So we'll use tan theta. Tan theta equals to opposite over adjacent. That's going to be tan of 53 equals to 14 over RT. So RT is equal to 14 over tan of 53, and that gives us 10.55 centimeters. That is your value of RT. Then it says work out the value of a to the power of negative 2. So whenever you have negative indices, always convert it into a fraction, which means 8 over negative 2 becomes 1 over 8 square. When you move it from the numerator to the denominator, the sign of the power changes. So from -2, it turned into +2. Now we know that 8 times 8 is 64. That's going to be 1 over 64.